All right. What is going on, everybody on YouTube? Griffin here, coming back to you guys with another live stream from the Millennium Motivation Entrepreneur YouTube channel. First and foremost, if you're new to the channel looking to join an awesome network of like-minded individuals, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button below. We now have like 525, 530 of us roughly here. Last time I checked, in between 525 and 530. So it's awesome to see that this community is building by the day. It seems by the hour at times. How's it going there, Peter? Random Games in Discord. Peter just joined us, I believe, yesterday as well. Like I said, that Discord chat, I don't even think I brought that up yet, but we also have a totally free Discord group chat that's down in the description box. If you don't know what Discord is, it's an app you can get for any smartphone, essentially super easy to sign up. And if you hit the link down there, you'll get right to our chat. There's like 55 members in there right now. That is also growing by the day, it seems. It's awesome to just, again, network with a bunch of like-minded individuals. So how's it going? But before we get going, I'm just going to make sure that our stream is up and going. Looks like we are going live and we are doing all right. If we ever have any issues, sound, anything like that, definitely always just let me know in the chat and I'll try to fix it as soon as possible. We had some mic issues a while back, a couple days ago, but I think we got that all figured out finally. So hopefully we can continue on. But we're going to just talk about pretty much a little bit of what we've been hitting on a lot lately: oil, natural gas, and I'm going to try to talk a little bit more about gold. I haven't really talked a lot about gold lately. It's not something that I really trade too often, but I know a lot of you guys trade JNUG, JDST. I believe there's what's the other one? I think Dust, if I remember right, and something else. But we'll talk a little bit about gold because it looks like gold might be trying to find a new support. We'll talk about that. And then, of course, oil pulled back a little bit today. It's up a little bit after hours, but obviously right now it doesn't matter. It's tomorrow. Am I worried about the oil pullback? Not whatsoever. Overall, I'm not even pretty bullish. I'm very bullish on oil. Like I said, I just go based on the trends. I'm holding oil long term. I'm going to keep adding positions pretty much on every pullback. Didn't add any today just simply because I don't really have enough funds where it was even worth submitting any trades, but I'm planning on adding a little bit of money either this week or next week to the trading account. And when I do, I'll look for some sort of pullback to where I think oil will go, and then I'll try to hop in. But I'm not by any means worried whatsoever. I mean, we're still looking very bullish on oil. Got the report tomorrow, I believe tomorrow morning, right around 10:30 Eastern time, I believe, which would be 9:30 Central. Of course, we have the natural gas one Thursday as well. Natural gas, of course, we kind of called it out, I believe, yesterday or the day before. I said we'll probably get a dead cat bounce up to about 2.7. I don't know exactly how high it went today. Looks like it went just over 2.7, kind of as I expected. Got above 2.7, bam, got smashed right back down to 2.66. It looks like it's trying to test again. If it can test it again and somehow get above it and stay above it, then by all means we might have a short-term little run on natural gas. I'm just overall not bullish at all when it comes to natural gas. If anything, if you shorted that pop earlier, say you hopped into DGAZ at the low of the day, essentially, you hopped in right around $105 and you wrote it up, you'd have made a quick almost 6% return on your money in about 2 hours and 18 minutes. So I mean, that wouldn't be a bad little profit right there. But pretty much went exactly how I expected it to, at least. I said we'll probably get some sort of dead cat bounce to 2.7 or just above. Got rejected. 2.7 is going to be obviously a major resistance. I think it might try to test it one more time. Like I said, if it can somehow get above it and then test it as a support and then keep going, it could obviously keep going higher. I just don't think that's going to happen. I think natural gas ultimately is going to fall to 2.5, 2.55, $2.55 roughly. But we'll see. Anything can happen, obviously. I'm not huge on natural gas. I'm mostly oil. I trade natural gas time to time, but it's second on my list. And then gold, of course. My average for GUSH is like 11.27, or I think my average on, I mean, we can look. Today obviously was a down day for me. Overall, because obviously I'm holding oil down about 4.8%. Looks like we're so pretty much down about 4.5% on the day when you factor in after hours, because I'm holding oil. Obviously, I mean, I'm not worried about being down that much. Most people that quote unquote day trade would be scared, but I'm not. I'm holding oil long term. I know I'm going to end up getting about 100% return long term. I would rather get the return for sure instead of trying just these in and out day trades. But let's see, what's my average buy cost is 11.41, so we're now obviously down on that position some. Total return minus 1%, not worried about that. And then let's take a look at UWT. That one, it's a little higher if I recall. Yeah, 14.12, and I'm down about 2.5% on that, 2 2/3% to be exact. And like I said, I'll probably end up, once I invest some more money into the account this week, next week, I will definitely be buying some more. Any dip, essentially, I'll be buying some shares. Now, am I saying that I'm not going to play DWT or DRIP? No. Like, today I just didn't have time, and I don't have the capital right now where it would even be worth the time. But looking at oil today, obviously from late last night on to this morning, I could tell, I was like, yeah, oil's probably going to be down today. When I woke up this morning and saw oil was heading down, I was like, yeah, it's probably going to be a down day for oil. So what would I have done? I would have waited, and I would have saw probably one of these dips. I probably wouldn't have waited this long, but I would have seen right here where oil had these little dips, or not even the dip. Probably wouldn't have even played the dip. What I would do in this case, because it's a down day, wait for some sort of spike, because obviously, like I said, overall mindset was bearish on oil for the day. You see it going down. You saw that it's oversold, so you're like, okay, I mean, you could hop in UWT, which was what I was gonna say for a second. You could hop in UWT and ride it up for a short-term pop, or what you could do, which is what I do a lot of times, is when you see that short-term pop, find it whenever it's getting overbought, and then ride it down for who knows how much further it's gonna go down. Even if you rode it to where it found some support, that's roughly a 1% down move for oil. So if you go over to DWT, which is obviously going to go up as oil goes down, you would have got in roughly, say, 901. You rode it up to 920. You made like a quick 2%. So I mean, of course I would do that. Like I said, I just didn't have the capital or the time to worry about it today. I would day trade from time to time if there's like an amazing opportunity to hop in. Like, I mean, if you timed it right and you got in around $9 today and you rode DWT up, because like I said, overall sentiment was bearish on oil for the day, you could have made 4-6% profit. If, again, you can sit there, time it out, watch it, all that stuff. I can't. I need to be in and out of my day trades within 15 minutes usually, because I'm just like taking a break at work and whatnot. But my big thing is I'm just accumulating shares of GUSH and UWT right now. And then obviously you could do the same thing with DRIP. DRIP pretty much moves pretty close to how DWT does. It's the inverse ETF of GUSH, of course. It was up a little over 4% today, approaching some resistance area, at least looking at yesterday's chart. Pretty interesting how it came up pretty close to yesterday's high. Would look for that to get rejected. But I mean, I'm just not, there's no need to get worried about oil. I mean, could it be a bearish week for oil? Possibly, but long term oil, going back to the 180 day on oil, it's gonna come. Like I said, it's all about the turtle always wins the race. Oil is gonna hit at least 65 plus this spring and summer. I mean, we're not even that far from it, guys. I mean, we're talking $11-12. I mean, from, let's say 54, let's just say 54.71, which is pretty close. So from 54.71 to 65, you're talking an 18% further jump, which, I mean, yeah, that's a significant jump. But it happens almost every single year. We see a massive jump in oil every spring, summer time, traveling season, all that stuff. You're bullish on Cron. I think you meant CRON. Is that the weed stock? Sold out at 23.50. Hey, can't complain about that. You got it near the 180 day high. So I mean, that's awesome. Yeah, I can't believe I missed out on Cron. It was funny, I was talking about that I think on a stream like Saturday or Friday sometime last week, how I was looking at weed stocks, but I like to do my research on stuff before I even hop in, and I saw Cron was around, what was it, like $18, $17, something like that. going back to last week. Like I said, I was looking at like Wednesday, Thursday, and I brought it up, I think, Friday. It was around, yeah, there it is. So around $18. And I saw it had already been up, and I don't really like buying stuff when it's already like quote unquote up for the week or something, because obviously stocks in general up and down, up and down. So I was like, well, I want to catch it on a down day. Well, obviously that never happened. And if I had just hopped in, obviously hindsight's 2020, but if I had hopped in any time really on, what was this, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Friday, yeah, so this would be like Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday last week. If I would have hopped in, say 18, whatever that was, 18 something, and even if I sold it on the way up, 28% return. If I had sold it the next day, 15% return. Definitely missed out on some money by not hopping in that, but hindsight's always 2020, right? It's better to just miss out on an opportunity than hop in something you're not totally confident with, like not doing any research and just throwing money into something. But good trade there for sure. But anyways, we talked about oil, talked about natural gas a little. I want to talk a little bit about GC because we haven't really hit on oil quite as much, and I know there's a lot of people that trade oil very often, and I said, what, on the Sunday Stock Watch, I believe, or Saturday, one of the two, that I thought gold futures would come down to about 1,300. However, it looks like oil, why do I keep saying oil? Gold is trying to find some kind of support right around 13.15. I don't remember if I said this could be a possibility. I thought I said around 13.10 is where I saw it as a possible support, but it looks like it's trying to find some support right around 13.15. It's going to be interesting to see over the next couple days, like to end the week, if gold's going to ultimately find that support between 13.15 and 13.20, and if it's actually going to leg up and try to retest 13.30, or is it going to head down and go under 1,300? Because if it goes under 1,300, I think it's probably just going to keep going back down. But that's going to be interesting because I thought, in all honesty, it was going to come down to about 1,300 before it found some good support. But it found some right around 13.15. I mean, it's pretty much unched right now. It's going to be interesting to see how gold ends the week. So what does that mean, obviously, for like your, JNUG? Oh, not / just JNUG. JNUG, that means, like, what I'd be doing with gold is I would just kind of be sitting. If you're, like, holding shares at JNUG or something, I would still consider taking some position off the table. But how's it going there? Shirley, how's it going? Good evening. Especially after an up day like today, I would always consider taking profit. I'm not saying you need to sell it all by any means, but always consider taking some positions off the table. You can always get back in. Just don't put all your eggs in one basket and then get caught bag holding and then being in denial if this thing continues to like somehow like just keep making lower highs and lower lows, right? Like just be prepared more than anything, or at least have an exit strategy where say, hey, if it goes under $11, I'm going to get out, or I'm going to take some positions off something. At least have an exit plan every time you enter. But I don't know, it's going to be interesting. And then obviously JDST, you might be thinking now is a good time to buy. I don't know. I like I said, I don't really trade these quite as much, but I'm just looking more from the bulls perspective, because I know there's a lot of bulls on gold right now, and I don't really know why, but there's a lot of bulls, a lot of people that are loading up on JNUG. And I mean, in all honesty, I think you missed the train, but just be careful. Tomorrow, like I said, this week, the rest of this week's going to be pretty critical for gold. If JNUG continues like make lower highs and lower lows, like I said, just have an exit strategy. At least plan on taking some position off the table depending on when you got in and whatnot. But just always have that exit strategy, of course. But yeah, overall oil right now it's up about 0.25% after hours. Like I said, I'm not worried about it. I'm actually interested to see how this report's gonna go tomorrow morning, I believe. That will determine, I think, in all honesty, it's a good buying opportunity. I think we talked about this. I mean, obviously we talk about oil on like a daily basis here, but I think we said it over and over, like last Thursday, Friday, Saturday at least. We were talking about oil could retrace down to around $53, and if so, that's going to be a pretty good buying opportunity. Early last week, I said around 50 to 52. And then we kept going higher. So then we said, okay, if it can pull back to around $53, that would be a good buying opportunity. I don't know how low it actually came down today. I think it came down to like 53.40 or something like that. 53.48. So I mean, it came down pretty good today. So I mean, today was overall a good buying opportunity if you had cash on hand and had the time to look at it. But overall, I'm still bullish. I mean, a lot of people are pointing out, and I understand, we are kind of near that area of resistance right around 54.50. You can see we've gotten above it a few times. We've gone all the way up to like 55, what was it, 55.66 or something. So I mean, we've broken it, but obviously we're back below it. So it's kind of going to be interesting to see. Let's just put this, let's just say the resistance is right around, what would you say, 54.35 roughly. So we'll go ahead and just keep that there. So it's going to be interesting to see if we can get back above that, stay above it, and then obviously keep going higher. Like I said, I think we will. I'm pretty confident in that we will do so. It might take the rest of this week or maybe even early part of next week, but I think with the oil, like the inventories and whatnot, I think oil will ultimately, I think in all honesty, oil's probably going to end the week right around $55. If I was like a betting man, I would say oil's going to end the week around 55, maybe slightly above. But yeah, I mean, overall it's still pretty bullish. Price target's still 65 at the minimum. There's tons of people still saying 70, 75. I wouldn't throw that out. I wouldn't throw that out of the realm of possibility, but I think 70 is probably going to be the top for this year. But that's just me throwing out my own personal guess. I do definitely think we're going to hit 64 to 65 though. That's definitely a realistic price target. The bears on oil say we're going to ultimately get smacked right around 60. I don't know about that, but even if bears are saying $60, this still has room to run. So I mean, no, I'm not worried about oil whatsoever. I'm at least going to make a good, at the minimum, if you take the bear case scenario, I'm probably going to make 30 to 40% on my UWT and GUSH investments. So, and then for those of you with natural gas, one more time, when it comes to your UGAZ and DGAZ, today and tomorrow might be your best chance to get into DGAZ if you're looking to swing trade. I hate saying swing trade these, but I mean, those of you that are looking for a potential buying point, you might get your buying point right in here with DGAZ between 100 and 105. Obviously I said 95 to 100, but it just keeps running right now. Just be careful, like we were talking about earlier with natural gas. If this thing can get above 2.7, it's right there right now. If it can actually get above it and actually stay above it and then bounce off of it as support, then of course natural gas could keep going higher, short term at least. But like I said, I don't see that happening. I think it's probably going to get rejected overnight. And again, I wouldn't be surprised if this thing comes down. Let's see, it came down to 2.63. Look for tomorrow for it to end the day right around 2.6 to 2.65. Obviously, that's a big range, but that's kind of my gut feeling. I think tomorrow will be a red day for natural gas, but that's just me. I predicted today was going to be a green day for oil, and that didn't happen. So don't ever trade just based on what anyone's saying on YouTube, on internet in general. I'm just taking an educated guess just based on the overall trend of natural gas. It has these little dead cat bounces. It tests the old support, and then it gets rejected. So just don't be surprised if it's a down day tomorrow for natural gas. So hopefully, if you're trading UGAZ, I pray for you that you didn't hold this. I hope you sold it at least by the end of the day. It was still only up 3% on the day. What a turd. I just don't like the natural gas, UGAZ, DGAZ. If there was one I would be trading right now, it would obviously be DGAZ until there's some kind of reversal with natural gas. But I don't really like trading them quite as much. DGAZ and UGAZ are for those that can specifically, like I said, if you can sit there and watch your trades, have your alerts set where you're for sure going to get them on your phone at the minimum. Like, because my phone's bad about it, won't send me the alert. I'll have it set, but my notifications are on and everything, but for some reason I still won't get it. So I stopped doing that. Like, to me, UGAZ, DGAZ, you need to be able to ultimately watch your trades the whole time that you're in it. Let's see. Hoping the rest of the week is green for oil. Yeah. I mean, in a perfect world, yeah, that would happen. Like I said, I think oil's probably going to end the week around 55. So, I mean, that would be up overall from where it's at. I do think we're probably going to come up, honestly, I think like 55.20, 55.25. I think that's where we'll find our next little resistance. But we're going to have to break through. You can kind of see right here where we got rejected. We're going to have to break through 54.35 tomorrow for that to happen. So that'll be interesting to see. You can see we bounced right around 53.50. It's going to be interesting to see. Like I said, I'm not worried about oil at all, but I know there's a lot of you that, like Peter was saying, you want to get your profit, buy on the next dip. That's awesome, of course, but how'd the overall market do today, too, by the way? SPY was up to 273. So, I mean, really no sign that the overall market's about to roll over again yet, but of course, it can at any time. It happens when we least expect it to, right? So, I just wanted to hop on here and do a quick stream with you guys. Like I said, I try to do these daily for you guys, especially right now because chances are Friday, I might not be able to do one. Saturday, I might not either because we're in the process of moving later this week. I'll take a look at that here in a second, Shirley. But just giving you guys a quick update. I'm not moving far. I'm just moving across town. But we're in the process of moving later this week. We have movers coming Saturday, so I might be without internet for one day. I hope not. I'm trying to get that set up tomorrow, actually, where my internet will be transferred overnight Friday into Saturday. But either way, we're probably not going to have an actual live stream Friday or Saturday, but I'm for sure going to try to do a Sunday stock watch still with you guys this weekend. But at the minimum, I'm going to hope to at least be able to upload a video still, have some videos scheduled to come out Friday and Saturday, so you guys will have something to tune into and hopefully will be informative for you guys. But you said SPY to 282. Let's see. So I identify 280 as the next resistance, maybe. Let me take a look here. So we're pretty close. 274 is probably going to be our first little area of resistance. Little, keyword little area of resistance. But long term, over the next week or two, it'll probably hit 280 to 282. Yeah, I can see that. I'm still in the boat that I don't think we're going to hit all-time highs. I wouldn't be surprised, in all honesty, if this does hit 280 to 282, and then that's when the market rolls over and we might see another leg down, leg down in what I'm identifying as the bear market. I don't think we're out of, you keep hearing like on CNBC that we're out of the correction's over, we're going back up. I don't think it's over by any means. I think we're just kind of in a range still right now. But I do look for us at some point later this year to retest the 232 low of this last year. And if we break that, if or when, that's the question. Because I think we're going to test it again one more time this year, at least. And if we test it and we break it again, who knows? I mean, I said the same thing, though, about, what was it, like 253 or something like that, I think. 259. I don't remember exactly what price point we identified, but somewhere around like 250, 260 we identified as the ultimate support, and we broke it, and obviously we dropped pretty far, but every time you try to predict the big one, it never happens. There's no point really doing it. You can point out a correction, 10-12% move to the downside, but no one can really predict the big flush of minus 30, 40, 50% in the market. It's just impossible to predict. If you're playing that game, you'll be losing a lot of money because you just can't time that. We can go based off history that obviously we're in the late stage of this bull market, but I wouldn't necessarily ever try to time the big one. But yeah, I do think as overall SPY is going to test 280 to 282 sometime within the next, for sure by the end of the month, but I would say maybe by Valentine's Day we'll probably test that. If all keeps going well, of course, and we don't have any crazy trade news, China, North Korea, any stupid geopolitical crap. I think Trump, if I remember right, has the speech, some kind of big speech tonight, if I remember right. So depending on what he says there, market might be down tomorrow, or who knows, it could be up 1 or 2%, right? Just depends on what he says and what his overall tone is. It'll be interesting to watch futures during that. So I think that's tonight, either tonight or tomorrow. I don't remember for sure, but I'll be sure to figure it out. But like I said, just wanted to hop on here real quickly for you all. We were mostly talking about oil, natural gas, gold, futures, all that stuff. JNUG, JDST, UGAZ, DGAZ, DRIP, GUSH, what else? DWT, UWT. Hit all those. If you're just tuning in, you can rewind and we'll see all that. UGAZ to 22. Yeah, I do think UGAZ overall, like I said, if natural gas can get back above 2.7 and actually at some point this week bounce off it, looks like it just got rejected again. We'll see though. But if it can get above 2.7 and throughout the week bounce off of it as support and keep going up, then obviously we'd see some sort of reversal, at least short term, within UGAZ and DGAZ. But I'm just not confident in that. I think overall the natural gas rally is over, as much as many bulls want to hold on to it. I call them late half bulls. They saw natural gas spike over, what was it, like November, December. They saw the spike, they tried to get in late, and they just pretty much been holding ever since for God knows what reason. But good luck to those of you that are trading natural gas. I don't, of course, trade it too often. I do from time to time, but nothing major. And gold even less. I should trade gold a little more though, because it's also kind of predictable. I mean, it always seems to have this uptick in spring months, I've noticed, over the last year. If we can pull up gold futures, it always kind of seems to have this little uptick right around the beginning of spring, and then for some reason summer and fall months and into winter it got smacked. But that'll be interesting to watch. Trump's State of the Union, it's on right now. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, so perfect time to end the stream. But hopefully you guys are having a good week. Hopefully you guys are staying green so far this week, and hopefully your lives are treating you well. If you're new to the channel, like I said, we'd love to have you and add you to this awesome community of like-minded individuals, so definitely consider hitting the subscribe button below. And even more so important than subscribing, check out that Discord group chat. That's down in the description box. Like I said, if you don't know what Discord is, it's a free app. It's a legit app. If you don't know what it is, you can get on any smartphone, and if you click the link in the description box, it'll take you right to our group chat. There's over 50 members in there now, so it's awesome to just network with a bunch of like-minded individuals. But until next time, guys, keep on going out there, making your profits, covering your profits, and achieving your financial freedom in 2019 and beyond. And I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow for another live stream. Take it easy, guys.